As you know, the pandemic policy debates are endless. Medicos, scientists, politicians and commentators argue the toss on everything from lockdowns to border closures, from treatments to vaccine rollouts, and from business handouts to income replacement payments, as they should. There's always going to be differences of opinion, isn't there? That's what the contest of ideas is all about, especially when you have people like Labor leader Anthony Albanese promoting something as silly as handing out $300 to anyone and everyone who gets 2 jabs.
What this would do is $300 in the pockets of everyday Australians. And guess what they would do? They'd spend it in the lead up to Christmas. They'd spend it creating economic activity, supporting jobs in their local community.
I mean, really? Who thinks this is a good idea? Millions of people have already been vaccinated. Millions more are lining up. But we've got to start throwing the cash around. Let's see if Albo takes this one to the election next year. I happened to watch, though, the ABC's Insiders program yesterday and have a listen to their diversity of opinion about this nutty $6 billion idea.
Entirely sensible to be flagging incentives of all types. Not all of them are going to be good ideas, but some of them obviously will be worth listening to.
It is worth noting that General Fruin, the vaccine coordinator, isn't saying we need it now, but he's not ruling out cash incentives down the track.
The worst thing with this idea from Scott Morrison's perspective was that he didn't come up with it. And it was even worse that Anthony Albanese came up with it, because the minute that happened, it became a bad idea in his mind.
I think it was very short-sighted of the Prime Minister to go out there and to just use the sledgehammer on it.
How about that, eh? They're all on board for Albo's Vax Cash Splash. As Gerard Henderson would say, Catherine agreed with David, who agreed with Nikki, who agreed with Peter. What robust political debates they have over there at Auntie, hey? Now, interestingly, this comes as we hear about a warning being issued to ABC journalists. In a fascinating get by Sophie Ellsworth writing in The Australian today, she's revealed a warning to ABC staff about their social media posts. After a string of high-profile defamation problems and controversies over journalist tweets, ABC journalists have been told to pull their heads in. Managing Director David Anderson told ABC staff, the primary concern is when personal social media activity reflects badly on the ABC's independence and integrity, or when a poorly judged post or series of posts or likes compromises perceptions of the impartiality of someone in an ABC role, where maintaining impartiality in the public eye is crucial. Yeah, in other words, the personal tweets of ABC journos give away their true views and embarrasses the ABC. So the ABC is saying it's best for their reporters to hide their biases so they can at least pretend to be an objective news outfit. It's a bit late, isn't it? The horse has bolted. I mean, it was only last year that the 7:30 program's national political correspondent, Laura Tingle, tweeted about the departure of a long-time journalist from the ABC and talked about grieving the loss of so many fine colleagues to government ideological bastardry. And she hoped Prime Minister Scott Morrison was feeling smug. I mean, how do you pretend you don't have antipathy towards a coalition government after that? And by the way, what about your attachment to the facts? Because the ABC's headcount has actually gone up lately. I would encourage ABC journalists to ignore this warning from management. It's a free world and you are free to express your opinions. And on Twitter, you're at least honest about your politics rather than pretending to be even-handed. Twitter is our window into the ABC's green left soul.